maze is a painting of the inside of my skull, which I painted when I was in England as a patient in Maudsley and Netherne psychiatric hospitals. It is a story of my life, well, in the sense that people tell stories by the fireplace to entertain their guests, trying to make them accept you. In this case, I wanted to be accepted as an interesting specimen.
And walking down the corridors, he used to cling to the wall. He was rather frightened to walk down the middle.
The thing that I seem to be conscious of was this feeling as if I could just have a good sleep, and I'd wake up all fresh, instead of always this feeling of being always as if I needed more sleep. In my paintings, to get it across at doctors, I represented it by having a bag over my head. Or alternatively, in trying so hard to get back to reality, I would represent myself as cutting myself right down to the bone so that I could realize that I'm really a human being like other people with real skeletons made of flesh and bones.
I used to visit him in his room, and if I didn't go there, he was very unhappy. He felt he'd been deserted. And on one occasion, when I was going on leave, I told him I wouldn't be there for the next 2 weeks. And when I left the room, he got a razor blade and started to cut his arms with it.
One thing that increasingly struck me was his own pent-up, violent feelings.
He looked so completely lost. In fact, I'd never seen anybody really quite so lost as he was.
I had this feeling of unreality. I still believe, and I believed then, that I wasn't mental in the sense that I had lost control of myself, that I was led by interior forces.